The Lledo brothers have brought some fans in tonight.
Oh, yeah. They seem like the cool kids in the building for sure.
I'm telling you what. Well, you laid it out. It looks like
striker versus grappler, but you know,
sure
everyone's well-rounded now.
This is true. It's great to be really, really, really good at something, but you got to be good at everything.
And there's that low kick there from Scopelliti.
Yeah.
And I do like, oh, there's that shot.
Lledo wasting no time to drive forward and engage, just trying to clasp the hand, switches to the single.
It was a sneaky little knee there that Scopelliti snuck in there, and some wild takedown defense.
Wow, look at the balance and the scramble for Scopelliti, nice work. Yeah. Oh, but Lledo stays with it, gets him off balance. Turn him up right now against the cage.
I feel like since the abolishment of the shin guards, it gives strikers a little bit more of a chance against the grapplers in the next gen.
Agreed.
But Lledo is all over him here, like blonde on Bill.
Love the dyed hair tonight.
Yeah.
For the Aljo MMA crew. Look at the standing arm triangle.
Looked tight for a split second,
yes,
but
it did. That would have been something special.
But Scopelliti looks like his takedown defense and his submission threats are at least, you know, making a fight out of this. But I mean, oh my God.
Beautiful takedown there.
That was very Dagestani-esque.
Yes, it was.
You know, with the inside scoop. And the cool thing about, you know, training under Bill Aljo is Bill Aljo has always been his own coach. And one thing I noticed working with Bill is that he constantly was watching tape on the greats and studying their skills. So Bill has adapted a lot of interesting techniques from a lot of different camps, and you can tell that that inside high crotch scoop takedown is definitely something he's learned from the Dagestani fighters in the UFC. As Lledo just maintains really good top position here. But what I like from Scopelliti is he's pushing on he's framing on the traps and the face here, and is using his hips to kind of constantly shrimp back and forth. You can tell he has significantly more urgency than a lot of fighters we've seen so far on the card. He wants to get up. He wants to create space, or at least try to get up.
Look at that.
Speak of the devil.
On cue.
And that it might, correct me if I'm wrong, that was probably one of the first successful stand-ups of the night, not facilitated by the referee.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
Nice escape back to the feet. Now it didn't alleviate the complete pressure because Lledo moved back forward immediately.
Oh, so slick. Lledo with a dirty inside trip there. Directly to mount.
And as you said, immediately in the mouth, you see Scopelliti underneath, trying to hang on to the arms. Lets it go. Lledo posturing up. Forearm across the neck as he tries to drive into the gut.
And there's the bucking of Scopelliti trying to get out, but Lledo with his top-heavy wrestling pressure, it's a lot harder to buck these guys than the average fighter. I mean, you buck him and he just kind of goes, woo! It doesn't really move.
Heavy base, leaving the forehead on the chin.
And, you know, an interesting first round, a pretty decisive first round for Jack Lledo, but there's still 2 rounds left, and there's a lot of fight to be had still.
Yes, there is, and you pointed out Scopelliti does seem like the kind that's going to try to make things happen, right? I mean, he's not just sitting back saying, well, I'm on my back here, I guess I'm sorry.
No, Lledo had to work to get these takedowns. This was his second or third attempt. He had to aggressively chain wrestle and use a ton of energy to get him down. If Lledo's cardio is not on point, it's going to fail him in this fight based on how much energy he's using. Look at that, chaining takedown after takedown after takedown. He had to chain 3 different takedowns there to get it. And look at this, inside scoop, scoops the leg, Makhachev style, directly into the top position. But like I said, Scopelliti was not willing to accept that, as he's the first fighter of the night to actually say, I'm getting up and I'm getting out. So really, really good fight so far. Like I said, this is one of the more technical fights of the night that I'm really enjoying seeing, you know, the grappling,
round 2
offense and
action.
defense of both fighters.
Jack Lledo, impressive opening round, as you said. Robert Scopelliti probably dropped that one on the judges' cards, but showed his heart, showed his willingness to try to escape, showed a nice sprawl right there, and a short right hand made him pay for it.
And that was impressive because he sprawled off of getting off of a leg kick. But the problem here is once Lledo gets him to the fence, there's no sprawl anymore. You can't sprawl back into the cage. So it's keeping him from utilizing his great reaction time.
Scopelliti trying to attack from his back, but Lledo using that opportunity to slide past the guard. And you mentioned kind of being stuck up against the fence as well. The right side there, kind of limiting the movement of Scopelliti in his position.
Yeah, you know the guys at Algeo MMA do a lot of cage work, a lot of wall work. So, ooh, and he's looking for a key lock here. He kind of snuck that out of nowhere.
Very quick to attack on that.
Yeah.
Ultimately doesn't get it.
And
gives Scopelliti something to think about.
Yep, but Scopelliti uses the fence to his advantage there to get the aggressive buck that he needed, because bucking wow, and he just sort of stands up there. I think he caught Lledo sleeping for a split second and said, hey, I can just get up, and he took advantage of it.
Beautiful work there and tried to slip away. Lledo, the constant pressure. Look at Scopelliti trying to defend. But man, that wrestling is fantastic of Lledo.
How good is he with that inside trip? He brought his leg all the way up to the knee and then finished it all the way at the ankle. He just fully committed to that leg reap and just would not let go of it until he got him all the way down to the ground. Very, very impressive stuff here by Lledo.
It's so good by Lledo that I feel like it's difficult to almost give Scopelliti how much credit for what he's doing so well. It's just that Lledo is so high level.
It's almost doing him a disservice. I feel like if Scopelliti was fighting other people on this card, he would really showcase, but it's been borderline one-way traffic here for Lledo when it comes to the grappling.
Completely agree there. He's trying to slide past the guard once again. Scopelliti able to get back to an open guard.
Oh.
Look at that. Tried to stick the leg up high.
That was sneaky and it was quick, and Lledo recognized it very, very fast.
Look at this. But Lledo makes the adjustment.
And Scopelliti is still constantly having to keep Lledo on his P's and Q's. He has to be sharp here, because if Lledo loses focus for a millisecond, he's going to get caught in a submission here. The way that Scopelliti is so active with his legs.
Well, that's why we were talking about Scopelliti as a striker. He's in his mixed martial arts debut. I feel like if he was facing a lesser caliber opponent, we'd be sitting here singing his praises. But Lledo is just so great at what he does, it's making it tough.
Yeah, 100%. And look at this, like I feel like that bridge would have worked on a lot of other fighters, but Lledo manages to maintain top position with a front headlock with it.
Scopelliti beat Lledo with a quick hand and then re-engages on the takedown.
Took a little pit stop there, just said bink and right back in. And on the cage. And a nice little knee there as well. Scopelliti, again, doing a great job showing great takedown defense. It's just, Jack Lledo will not be denied tonight, at least on these takedowns.
Final seconds tick on the clock there in round number 2. Another great performance from that man, Jack Lledo, likely up 2 rounds to none.
It's the blonde hair, John. It's got to be the blonde hair.
Gotta be it. I mean, works for Shootbox, works for Algeo MMA.
Yeah.
See Bill Algeo.
Nothing involving years and years of wrestling and hard work and skill. It's definitely the blonde hair.
He just bleeds the hair and it all comes together.
Yeah. It's like the Matrix. I know Kung Fu. Well, yeah, Bill telling Lledo here, he wants him to let those strikes go. I think he's saying, hey, you kind of slapped him on the hook. I want you to put a little stank on it. Really rotate throwing your shots here. And Scopelliti is getting advice from his corner. They're probably saying, hey, man, you got to defend these takedowns with a little more urgency. But to his credit, he is defending them with urgency. I just feel like there's not much you can do when the wrestling
third and final round
is that good from Jack Lledo.
That's it. We talk about the pedigree. It's certainly been on display.
Might have to look for a couple Hail Marys here.
I saw Algeo in the corner sitting saying, let the hands go for Lledo. You're probably up 2 rounds to none, but let's put an exclamation point on this thing.
And he sticks the jab, he sticks the right hand.
Oh, there's that right hand.
Yeah. I couldn't tell who got the better of that one strike exchange from both, but... And that's the thing. It's one of these things where it's like, all right, now I have you where I want you, I'm going to let my hands go, and then you get hit, and you're like, all right, let's go back to grappling.
Hands clasped right now around the back. Scopelliti, though, again, defending well, trying to pummel inside.
Lledo does such a good job of entangling the legs with his. He can traditionally wrestle, like dropping the singles and doubles, but then he also does these really nasty trips. And there he just says, all right, we're going scholastic, baby. I'm dropping to a double and taking you to the floor. There's nothing you can do about it.
Gets it done once again. Sets himself up in top position. Side control, those a little squished in against the fence. You see Scopelliti regarding.
And he's constantly pushing on the face, and nice shove up there. And look at that. Oh, and he tries to take the back there.
Gorgeous scrambles there.
Yeah. And I feel like that's one of those exchanges that wouldn't have happened prior with shin guards.
Yes.
I feel like the lack of shin guards is allowing for more of a realistic fight between these guys, which you got to appreciate.
Completely agree.
Ooh, good attempt off the break there by Scopelliti.
I've never met a mixed martial artist who likes competing at those at any stage in their career. It really does change things.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Past the halfway mark here of round number 3. Lledo has been dominant thus far, but Scopelliti has been live, has shown skills and abilities, but it's been rather one-way traffic in the grappling department. Crowd on their feet cheering for the younger brother.
Scopelliti, Lledo's getting a little tired because he took a quick glance at the screen and then immediately shot right after that. I think he was like, how much time is left? All right, let me get this takedown.
Scopelliti trying to latch onto this guillotine as he falls back.
Yeah, but see, the problem is that only his leg over the top on the right side is there. The other leg is in between the legs of Lledo, so he doesn't have the leverage that he needs for this guillotine, unless he's got a freakish squeeze. And he's got good positioning here, but unless he has his legs fully locked, it's going to be very difficult to finish this. And now Lledo goes to mount, and the squeeze is all but negated.
Very difficult. It's not impossible to finish from here.
Right, it's just uncomfortable. Oh.
It is uncomfortable.
It looks very uncomfortable.
Look at him trying to roll it over the top, though. Can he find something special late?
That's pretty impressive that he managed to buck him out of mount with that thing.
Look at this. Oh, man.
If I were Scopelliti, you might as well go for it. You might as well jump the gun here with both legs because he's only got 12 seconds.
Scopelliti trying. Look at this. Digs inside with the right hand. Can he get a late squeeze? He's trying. He wrenches the back. Can he find the special thing? Let's go. Throws the knee. Scopelliti goes 5. Oh, man.
Maybe not necessarily a save by the bell, but who knows what would have happened with 10 more seconds in that round.
I agree. And again, I just want to speak to, I think, the quality of that man, Scopelliti, even though this was an amazing performance from Jack Lledo, and I think he's going to walk away. I think 2 rounds to 1. But I think you got to give praise to that man, Scopelliti, as well. I think there's a talent there.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I think if he's not going against one of the more elite wrestlers on the card, that's a very, very different story of the night for Scopelliti.
Great performance and showed his character to the very end as well. Clearly down on the cards, and man, made that thing interesting late in round 3.
I can't believe he bucked out of that mount guillotine.
That was amazing.
That was pretty impressive. He just put him in, and that's one of those weird positions that you don't really fully commit to, but he went for it. Look at this. He's mounted, but he just sort of bridges and puts so much pressure on the neck that Lledo says, all right, I'm not comfortable here. I got to get out of this. And it at least created a scramble where Scopelliti could get back to his feet and swing for the fences in the last 5 seconds. And here you see it at the end. Fires a knee to the body, left hook, and just goes after him because he knows he's down on the scorecards. Talk about like showing a sense of urgency and really knowing, all right, I got to get after it, even though there is a few seconds left, but too little, too late. Jack Lledo knows he's already put money in the bank in those first 2 rounds.
Impressive performance. Jack Lledo hopefully setting the stage for his older brother later tonight. He'll be featured in our main event. We believe he's probably done enough to take it home. I'd say 2 rounds to 1. We'll see what the judges say.
I think that's a fair assessment.
Scorecards are in. We'll bring the fighters to the center.
Yeah, Lledo at his smothering best in 1 and 2.
Indeed. All right. Let's take it up to our man, Dr. David Sarnoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge Azarito, Judge Krawick, and Judge Proenza have the fight 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, here with Grandmom Linda out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Jack Lledo.
Crowd going wild. Grandma's happy.
Grandma Duke's in the house.
I mean, come on.